Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the Taylor Swift bridges that are undeniably catchy, endlessly relatable, and or simply impossible to resist.
I love a bridge. I love a bridge so much. I love trying to take the song to a higher level with the bridge.
Number 20, Back to December, Taylor's version.
And how you held me in your arms that September night, the first time you ever saw me cry.
We all may not have experienced our great love yet, but many of us can probably relate to the agony of having the one who got away. Swift explores this feeling in her country pop power ballad from Speak Now. We were tempted to include the yearnful pop punk tune The Story of Us,
But I would lay my armor down if you said you'd rather love than fight.
We also considered the Rocky Sparks Fly.
I'm captivated by you, baby, like a fireworks show.
But Back to December has one of the best bridges of this self-written album. Swift recounts her memories of a lost lover, listing off the things she loved about him before hoping that he'd return to her, simply knowing that it's in vain.
Probably mindless dreaming that if we loved again, I swear I'd love you right.
No matter your experience with love, you'll find yourself belting this standout bridge in the car or shower when you're in your feelings.
And I go back to December.
Number 19, Hits Different.
I find the artifacts cried over, I had cursed the space that I needed.
When Swift released her concept album Midnights after over 15 years of honing her craft, fans knew they were in for something special. The dreamy Snow on the Beach has a bridge that acts as the soundtrack to once-in-a-lifetime romances.
Afraid to jinx it, I don't even dare to wish it.
Meanwhile, the ones featured on 3am tracks Dear Reader and The Great War spotlight a darker vulnerability.
Somewhere in the haze, got a sense I've been betrayed.
But we can't deny we're screaming along to the long-awaited Hits Different every time.
This is why they shouldn't kill off the main guy, James. Your hair and your stare and sense of belief.
This upbeat pop track contains a tongue-twisting bridge that is both soul-bearing and relatable. With lyrics about crying over hats, how could we not fall for it again and again? All we can say is that it certainly hits different.
But I can still melt your world, argumentative, antithetical dream girl.
Number 18, Call It What You Want.
I want to wear his initial on a chain round my neck, not because he owns me, because he really knows me.
When Taylor Swift returned from a year-long break from the public eye, fans and music analysts alike flocked to her newest album Reputation to see what she was up to during her sabbatical. The result was a tracklist that shares the excitement and vulnerability that accompany falling in love. Call It What You Want combines the best of these two emotions in its soft and endearing bridge, where Swift notably asks her partner to run away with her. It's a pure, sweet look at a love that isn't possessive but rather deep and understanding. Fans love the bridge and its lyrics about donning an initial necklace, so much that it even spawned a trend of Swifties receiving necklaces from their own partners. We're swooning.
You don't need to save me, but would you run away with me? Yes.
Number 17, Daylight.
And I can still see it all over you, over me.
The All of the Girls You Loved Before bridge became a viral hit among fans on TikTok, and for good reason.
Feels like the girls you loved before.
But when it comes down to it, we have to give the spotlight to an original lover track here. Daylight is everything we love about Swift's 7th studio album. It's like a page out of a diary, and the bridge is one of the best passages, where she spills her heart into every word as she sings about the joy of finding a love match. One of the few songs on the album written solely by Swift, it's infused with all the beauty and spirit you can expect from the singer-songwriter.
I once believed love would be burning red.
Number 16, Don't Blame Me.
I get so high, oh, every time you look at me.
Love can make us do crazy things, but you can't blame us, can you? At least not if you ask Taylor Swift. According to this Reputation track, the power of love is all-consuming and can drive you to do wild things. In an outpour of emotion, Swift spills every ounce of her truth into the lyrics. The bass and synth come together in an electric bridge that will make a believer out of anyone, Swiftie or not. With vocals reminiscent of a church choir, the star finishes off the bridge to lead us into a high. Literally. Sure, we can't hold a tune like her, but we will still try to hit that note in the breakdown every time. Number 15, Marjorie.
The autumn chill that wakes me up. You love the amber sky so much.
In a beautiful tribute to the late Marjorie Finley, Taylor Swift reflects on her childhood and the memories she shared with her maternal grandmother.
Should have kept every grocery store receipt, 'cause every scrap of you would be taken from me.
She recounts advice given to her by Marjorie about staying true to herself and finding the balance between kindness and strength. As the bridge rolls in, she shares her regrets about not fully cherishing the opportunity to get to know her grandmother when she was alive.
Watched as you signed your name, Marjorie. All your closets of backlogged dreams, and how you left them all to me.
It's poignant and nothing short of real. Not only that, the build-up completely draws you in, cranking up the melody and eventually leading to the outro, where the backing vocals of Finley herself bolster the song's beauty.
I think you were singing to me now.
Number 14, King of My Heart.
Is this the end of all the endings? My broken bones are mending with all these nights we're spending.
Taylor Swift can easily be crowned the Queen of Bridges. And where there is a queen, there is a king, or at least a song about one. King of My Heart is a lesser-known track, but a favorite among fans due to its enticing bridge.
Up on the roof of the schoolgirl crush, drinking beer out of plastic cups. Say you fancy me, not fancy stuff. Baby, all I want is enough.
The mellow beat quickly escalates into the bridge with a sudden change in tempo. In a rap-like rhythm, Swift reveals how she feels that she has met the one, and no longer has to endure heartbreak now that she has him. The pounding drums add an extra layer to the affair and give you a beat to tap along to. You'll find us banging our fists on the steering wheel as we belt this bridge during our morning commute. Number 13, Cardigan.
To kiss in cars and downtown bars was all we needed.
Taylor Swift has become one of the greatest songwriters of her time, with a masterful ability to switch between genres with ease and create songs that withstand the test of time. When it comes to songwriting, Folklore is a prime example of her talent. For instance, the self-conscious dream pop hit Mirrorball quickly resonated with fans.
I'm still a believer, but I don't know why. Have never been a natural, all I do is try.
And Betty, a song about a teenage boy asking for forgiveness, was instantly relatable.
Slept next to her, but I dreamt of you all summer long.
But we couldn't possibly pass up a chance to give Cardigan and its bridge their due.
You drew stars around my scars, but now I'm bleeding.
The wistful number delicately handles the importance of teen romances and the way they stay with us over time. The bittersweet bridge is beautifully written and combines with whimsical melodies and striking vocals to completely entrance us. Number 12, My Tears Ricochet.
And I can go anywhere I want, just not home.
When it comes to track 5s, we always know we're in for something good. Indeed, My Tears Ricochet definitely doesn't let us down.
Picking a track 5 is sort of a pressurized decision, but I knew from day one this was probably going to be it. It's kind of a song about karma.
Yeah.
It's a song about greed.
At its core, it's about betrayal, particularly that which comes from a deeply trusted person in one's life. Using a funeral as a metaphor, Swift created a dark ballad about the dissolution of a relationship. The bridge erupts as the protagonist of the story realizes they are haunted by this bond, unable to separate themselves from the destruction.
And I still talk to you. Now I'm screaming in the sky.
The star's record-breaking Eras Tour brought new life to the bridge too, as fans have tried to recreate not only her vocals but her choreography. If you've tried to emulate the performance with a bedsheet, just know we're right there with you. Number 11, Lover.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please stand
If there's one thing Taylor Swift can do, it's write a love song for the ages. Lover certainly fits the bill. With a guitar strumming melody and simple lyrics, we fell for this song within the first seconds. But it was the bridge that really sealed the deal. Written in the style of wedding vows with traditional and modern elements interwoven together, it's warm and beautiful.
I love to take a common phrase and twist it. So the bridge, I took all these common phrases that we say about weddings.
Swift builds on the old something old rhyme by discussing her and her partner's past heartbreaks while promising to be true to one another.
My heart's been borrowed and yours has been blue. All's well that ends well to end up with you.
Sure, it's a story we've always known, but she expands on it in gorgeous fashion, before closing the bridge with tongue-in-cheek references to dirty jokes and a sweet vow, making it feel fresh and romantic.
And at every table, I'll save you a seat.
Number 10. You're on your own, kid.
From sprinkler splashes to fireplace ashes, I gave my blood, sweat, and tears for this.
When Midnights dropped in 2022, we were introduced to a whole new assortment of songs to fall in love with. Mastermind is an honest electropop number that takes our breath away.
No one wanted to play with me as a little kid, so I've been scheming like a criminal ever since.
But when it comes to bridges, we're most drawn to the album's 5th track.
'Cause there were pages turned with the bridges burned. Everything you lose is a step you take.
Seemingly following Swift through stages of her life and career, You're on Your Own, Kid reveals her early yearning for love, acceptance, and how her experiences matured over the years. As the bridge builds, the singer reflects on lessons she's learned, namely the importance of figuring out how to be alone and knowing yourself. It's a simultaneously beautiful, devastating, and heart-wrenching ode to growing up that we love to passionately sing at the top of our lungs.
Make the friendship bracelets, take the moment and taste it. You got no reason to be afraid.
Number 9. Getaway Car.
We would just say Bonnie and Clyde, till it switched to the other side.
Get in, Swifties. We've got the keys and we're making a quick escape in the Getaway Car. It's no crime to say that Getaway Car is a killer tune. A Bonnie and Clyde story for the modern age, this track, about a relationship that never stood a chance, pulls you in with its synthy production and conspiratorial lyrics. It's a standout in a long list of successful collaborations between the singer-songwriter and Jack Antonoff.
It's no surprise I turned you in, 'cause us traitors never win.
The bridge perfectly encapsulates all of that, enticing us with a strong admission of betrayal that's perfectly suited to the number's stealthy vibe.
That was the last time you ever saw me driving the getaway car. We were flying, but we never get far.
Whatever the Swift-Antonoff duo put in this bridge, it leaves us coming back for more every single time. Number 8. You Belong With Me, Taylor's version. For OG and newer Swifties alike, You Belong With Me is an oldie but a goodie. Everyone remembers when it dominated the radio back in the late 2000s, and a major part of its charm is its dynamic bridge. Crafted when Swift was 17 or 18, the anthem carries strong themes of romance and adolescence, making it relatable for love-sick teens everywhere. Upon its re-release, those same teens have found that it still holds up. The part sees the narrator proclaim that she's the one for her crush, if only he could see what's right in front of him.
Think I know where you belong, think I know it's with me.
The fact that we're still breathlessly shouting these lyrics today says it all. And are you even a Swiftie if you don't do the double clap?
I'm the one who makes you laugh when you know you're about to cry.
Number 7. Death by a Thousand Cuts.
My heart, my hips, my body, my love, trying to find a part of me that you didn't touch.
When Lover came out, fans were excited and eagerly anticipated lots of, well, joyful love songs. Perhaps the last thing anyone expected was for Swift to release one of her saddest breakup anthems yet. Inspired by the Netflix rom-com Someone Great, Death by a Thousand Cuts equates the suffering that comes with a breakup to physical harm, namely a death by slowly bleeding out.
Our songs, our films, united we stand. Our country, guess it was a lawless land.
Frankly, the pain we feel from the bridge makes us feel the same. But in the best way, of course. Swift quickly lists off the parts of her and her surroundings that are forever affected by the relationship.
My time, my wine, my spirit, my trust. Trying to find a part of me it didn't take up. Gave you too much, but it wasn't enough.
Don't be fooled by the upbeat tempo. This part will have you singing along through 1,000 tears.
But I'll be alright, it's just 1,000 cuts.
Number 6, Dear John, Taylor's version. As far as breakup anthems go, Dear John delivers. A perfect blend of hurt and rage, it clocks in at nearly 7 minutes long and doesn't waste a single second. Singing to an ex, the narrator describes how he treated past partners in the bridge, but assures him she won't be like them. She's moving onward and upward before he has the chance to destroy her.
But I took your matches before fire could catch me, so don't look now.
Interestingly, it's been speculated that both Dear John and Midnight's Would've, Could've, Should've are long-lost sisters, with the latter reflecting on the same romance.
I keep on waiting for a sign. I regret you all the time.
While they both have bridges that feel like one heck of a gut punch, we have to give credit to Dear John for laying the foundation and scoring our sleepless post-breakup nights in 2010 and 2023 alike.
Over your sad, empty town.
Number 5, Out of the Woods, 1989.
Remember when the breeze too soon? 20 stitches in a hospital room. You started crying, I did too. The sun came up, I was looking at you.
There's no denying that Swift's 2014 album 1989 is full of bangers. When This Love, Taylor's version, was released and subsequently used in the first season finale of The Summer I Turned Pretty, we fell in love with its bridge all over again. However, there's no resisting the undeniable magnetism of the pop classic that is Out of the Woods. With pronounced synths and background vocals from Jack Antonoff, it's a hit that is instantly replayable. A reflection on a romance from the past, the bridge describes an accident that parallels the growing shakiness of the relationship. As it escalates, Swift boasts powerful vocals that truly earn her the title of music industry. Number 4, August.
Oh wait, here's the bridge. Wait, here's a better bridge. Okay, now the perfect bridge. And then here's the thing after the bridge. This thing's gonna come in here.
Okay, remember when I pulled up
Yeah, so, like,
in the
just
car?
a
I
series
wrote
of-
that in the vocal booth.
When Taylor announced she was surprise dropping Folklore, Swifties everywhere canceled their plans. Upon release, we sat and devoured the album from start to finish.
Back when we were still changing for better, one thing was enough. For me, it was enough.
With a stacked track list, it was nearly impossible to pick one song as a favorite from the first listen. But August certainly made an impression on fans and has continued to stand out.
To live for the hope of it all. Cancel plans just in case you call and say meet me behind the mall.
A deceptively upbeat tune, it dismantles the trope of the other woman by showing the aftermath of a summer love affair. It takes us into the narrator's psyche, with its bridge vividly describing her initial hope and subsequent pain when the thread the relationship was hanging by unraveled.
So much for summer love and saying us 'cause you weren't mine.
When a heartbreak knocks you down, the August bridge is always there for a cathartic release of emotions. Number 3, All Too Well, 10-minute version, Taylor's version, from the vault.
Maybe we got lost in translation. Maybe I asked for too much, but maybe this thing was a masterpiece till you tore it all up.
The 10-minute version of All Too Well was years in the making, roughly 10 years to be exact.
It started out being probably like a 10-minute song, which you can't put on an album.
Luckily, it was finally released as a vault track on Red, Taylor's version, and fans were not disappointed. Building upon the original tune, the 10-minute version adds a lot of new depth to the story to poignant effect.
And you call me up again just to break me like a promise. So casually cruel in the name of being honest.
Despite the changes, the bridge stays intact, if only amplified in intensity by the new production. Whether you listen to it on its own or consider it in the context of the whole song, though, there's no denying it packs a major punch. Regardless of how many times we hear it, it always leaves us scream singing and feeling like a crumpled up piece of paper.
'Cause I remember it.
Number 2. Champagne Problems.
I'm so excited to one day be in front of a crowd when they all sing, "She would have made such a lovely bride, what a shame she's in the head."
In the past, Taylor Swift's private life and career have often been enmeshed, as her writing tends to pull from her own experiences. But the two were separated, at least to a degree, in sister albums Folklore and Evermore, where she used her skills to pen more fictional stories. One result was a story about college sweethearts torn apart by a rejected proposal.
Your Midas touch on the Chevy door, November flush and your flannel cure.
Champagne Problems quickly became a critical success for its melancholic tune and poignant writing. Chronicling the romance's demise and its aftermath, the bridge sheds extra light on the relationship, the protagonist's psyche, and public perceptions of her.
One for the money, two for the show. I never was ready, so I watch you go.
The peaceful melody grows more forceful, ultimately erupting. Plus, we're treated to one of the most effective swears in Swift's career.
She would have made such a lovely bride. What a shame she's in the head, they said.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Cruel Summer. No Taylor Swift bridge hits quite as hard as Cruel Summer's does. This dynamite anthem was a favorite from her Lover album, but when it came time to make it a single, there was one thing in the way: a global pandemic. Nearly 4 years after its release, the recording got single status, giving it and its iconic bridge, which also experienced a resurgence with the Eras Tour, time to shine. Cruel Summer is an honest depiction of the early precariousness of a new romance, and the bridge holds back no truth. Swift confesses her love, ranting about hidden feelings. With her soul to bare, she stands before her partner and belts it out to his devilish joy. We love belting alongside her.
I scream for whatever it's worth. I love you, ain't that the worst thing you ever.
Which lyrical bridge do you love to cross alongside Taylor Swift? Let us know in the comments.
He looks so pretty like a devilish. She feels pretty.
We're about to go on a little adventure together.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.